There are moments in life that arrive quietly, and then there are moments that split your world in two before and after. Finding out you're expecting a baby is already life-changing, but discovering that it's not one but two feels like the universe has rewritten your entire future overnight. Suddenly, the plans you once held so tightly begin to loosen, reshape, and even disappear. Dreams you carefully built may pause, shift, or evolve into something unrecognizable. Yet, within that unexpected twist lies a deeper invitation, one that challenges your fears, your limits, and your definition of what a meaningful life truly looks like. This is not just a story about twins. It's a story about transformation, sacrifice, and discovering a future you never imagined but may end up loving even more. Twin pregnancy is not just a medical condition, it's an emotional, financial, and psychological journey that reshapes everything you thought you knew about your future. From the moment those two heartbeats appear on the screen, life begins to move in a completely new direction, often faster than you're ready for. Plans change, priorities shift, and suddenly, the life you envisioned must expand to hold something much bigger than yourself. In this video, we'll explore how the news of twins can transform dreams, challenge financial stability, and inspire entirely new life goals. If you're going through something similar or simply want to understand this profound experience, stay with us until the end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need this message today. The moment the doctor paused during the ultrasound felt different, as if time itself had hesitated before delivering something too big for a single breath. There was a shift in the air, a subtle silence that stretched just long enough to make the heart race. Then came the words that would echo for years to come. There were two heartbeats. In that instant, excitement and fear collided in a way that felt almost overwhelming. The mind tried to process what it meant, but the imagination ran faster, painting images of double cribs, double responsibilities, and a future suddenly multiplied. What was once a clear and structured vision of life began to blur, expanding beyond its original boundaries. It wasn't just about having children anymore. It was about stepping into a completely new version of reality. The idea of raising one child had already required courage, but to demand it something deeper, a level of resilience and adaptability that had yet to be discovered. In the days that followed, emotions came in waves, unpredictable and intense, shifting between joy and uncertainty without warning. There was a quiet mourning for the simplicity that once existed, for the plans that now seemed fragile under the weight of this new reality. Dreams that had been carefully crafted, travel plans, career ambitions, financial milestones, began to feel distant, as though they belonged to another version of life. Yet, alongside that sense of loss, there was also a growing awareness that something extraordinary was unfolding. It was not the future that had been imagined, but it was a future nonetheless, one that carried its own unique beauty and meaning. Accepting that duality became the first step toward embracing the journey ahead. It was a lesson in letting go, not of dreams entirely, but of the rigid expectations attached to them, allowing space for something new to emerge. Financial concerns quickly moved to the forefront, transforming abstract worries into tangible calculations that could no longer be ignored. The cost of raising one child was already significant, but doubling everything from diapers to education forced a complete reevaluation of priorities. Budgets were rewritten, sacrifices identified, and long-term plans adjusted with a sense of urgency that felt both necessary and daunting. Luxuries that once seemed essential were reclassified, and the definition of stability began to shift. It was no longer about comfort alone, but about sustainability and security for a growing family. This transition required not only practical adjustments but also a mental shift, a willingness to redefine success in a way that aligned with new responsibilities. The pressure was undeniable, but it also became a catalyst for growth, pushing boundaries and encouraging a level of discipline that might not have emerged otherwise. Career paths, once linear and predictable, began to twist and adapt in response to the demands of the future. Opportunities were reconsidered, timelines extended, and ambitions reshaped to accommodate the realities of raising twins. The idea of taking risks, once exciting, now carried a different weight, requiring careful consideration of potential consequences. stability became more valuable than ever, even if it meant postponing certain aspirations. Yet, within this shift, there was also an opportunity to redefine purpose, to align professional goals with personal values in a deeper and more intentional way. Work was no longer just about achievement or recognition. It became a means of providing, supporting, and building a foundation for a family. This transformation, while challenging, brought a new sense of clarity, revealing what truly mattered in the long run. Time itself seemed to change its nature, moving both faster and slower in ways that were difficult to comprehend. Days became filled with preparations, research, and endless considerations about the future, while nights were often spent reflecting on the magnitude of what lay ahead. The awareness of limited time created a sense of urgency, a need to make decisions quickly and efficiently. Yet, there were also moments when time felt suspended, allowing space for deep contemplation and emotional processing. This paradox became a constant companion, reminding that life was no longer operating under familiar rhythms. Adapting to this new perception of time required patience and acceptance, recognizing that not everything could be controlled or predicted. It was a lesson in presence, in learning to navigate uncertainty while still moving forward with intention. Relationships were inevitably affected, as the news of twins introduced new dynamics and challenges that required careful navigation. Communication became more important than ever, as both partners worked to align their expectations and support each other through the transition. There were moments of tension, fueled by stress and uncertainty, but also moments of profound connection, strengthened by shared purpose and commitment. The experience demanded a level of teamwork that went beyond anything previously encountered, requiring vulnerability, understanding, and a willingness to grow together. It was not always easy, but it was deeply transformative, reshaping the relationship in ways that extended far beyond the immediate circumstances. Family and social circles also played a significant role, offering support, advice, and sometimes overwhelming opinions that had to be filtered carefully. While the encouragement was often appreciated, it also highlighted the uniqueness of the situation, reminding that no one else could fully understand what it meant to prepare for twins. This realization fostered a sense of independence, a need to trust personal instincts and make decisions that felt right, regardless of external expectations. It was a delicate balance between accepting help and maintaining autonomy, learning to navigate the complexities of support without losing a sense of self. The physical aspects of twin pregnancy introduced their own set of challenges, requiring adjustments and resilience in ways that extended beyond emotional and financial considerations. The body became a constant reminder of the journey, experiencing changes that were both remarkable and demanding. Fatigue, discomfort, and medical concerns added layers of complexity, reinforcing the importance of self-care and patience. Each day brought new sensations, new limitations, and new insights into the strengths required to carry two lives simultaneously. It was a humbling experience, one that demanded respect for the process and an appreciation for the body's incredible capabilities. As the reality of twins became more tangible, the concept of space took on new meaning, both physically and metaphorically. Homes were reorganized, rooms redesigned, and environments adjusted to accommodate the needs of a growing family. The idea of personal space began to shift, making room for shared experiences and collective growth. This transformation extended beyond the physical environment, influencing mental and emotional spaces as well. There was less room for individual pursuits, but more opportunity for connection and shared purpose. It was a redefinition of boundaries, one that required flexibility and openness to change. Dreams, once clearly defined, began to evolve in response to the new reality, transforming rather than disappearing entirely. Travel plans became future possibilities rather than immediate goals, and career ambitions adapted to align with family priorities. This evolution was not a loss but a reimagining, a process of discovering new aspirations that felt meaningful within the context of the current journey. It was a reminder that dreams are not fixed but fluid, capable of changing shape without losing their essence. Embracing this perspective allowed for a sense of continuity, a belief that fulfillment could still be achieved even if it looked different than originally imagined. The anticipation of meeting the twins brought a mixture of excitement and apprehension, as the unknown aspects of the future loomed large. Questions about parenting, identity, and capability surfaced frequently, challenging confidence and demanding introspection. There was no clear roadmap, no definitive guide to navigating this unique experience, which made the journey both daunting and empowering. It required trust in one's ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow in real time. This uncertainty became a driving force, encouraging preparation while also fostering resilience in the face of unpredictability. As the due date approached, the reality of imminent change became impossible to ignore, intensifying emotions and sharpening focus. Preparations reached their peak, and the sense of anticipation grew stronger with each passing day. There was a recognition that life was about to shift in profound ways, that the transition from expectation to reality would mark the beginning of a new chapter unlike any other. This awareness brought a mixture of excitement and nervousness, creating a powerful emotional landscape that was both challenging and exhilarating. The arrival of the twins marked a moment of transformation that extended beyond the physical, reshaping identity and redefining purpose. The transition into parenthood, already significant, was amplified by the presence of two new lives, each requiring attention, care, and love. This experience demanded a level of presence and dedication that was both exhausting and deeply fulfilling. It was a constant balancing act, navigating the needs of two individuals while also maintaining a sense of self. The challenges were undeniable, but so were the rewards, creating a dynamic and evolving journey that required continuous adaptation. Sleep became a rare and precious commodity, altering daily routines and testing endurance in ways that had never been experienced before. Nights blurred into days, and the concept of rest took on a new meaning, defined by brief moments rather than extended periods. This shift required adjustments not only physically but mentally, cultivating resilience and patience in the face of ongoing demands. It was a test of limits, pushing boundaries and revealing strengths that had previously remained hidden. Over time, a new sense of normalcy began to emerge, shaped by the rhythms and routines of life with twins. What once felt overwhelming gradually became manageable, as skills were developed and confidence grew. This process was not linear, but it was consistent, reflecting the ability to adapt and evolve in response to changing circumstances. It was a testament to resilience, demonstrating that even the most significant challenges could be navigated with persistence and determination. Ultimately, the experience of twin pregnancy and parenthood became a story of transformation, one that extended far beyond the initial shock and adjustment. It was a journey that redefined priorities, reshaped dreams, and introduced new perspectives on what it meant to build a meaningful life. The changes were profound, but they were also deeply enriching, creating a narrative that was both challenging and rewarding. It was a reminder that life's most unexpected moments often carry the greatest potential for growth and discovery. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, and sometimes the most unexpected turns lead to the most meaningful destinations. The news of twins may disrupt carefully built dreams, challenge financial stability, and force a redefinition of priorities, but it also opens a door to a deeper understanding of love, resilience, and purpose. What once felt like sacrifice can transform into fulfillment, as new goals take shape and a richer perspective on life emerges. In the end, it is not about the plans that were postponed, but about the life that was created in their place, a life filled with connection, growth, and moments that could never have been imagined before.